So following the Roar Before the 24, a week later on the drivers were back in Florida for race weekend and the cars are ready to go out for free practice ahead of Oskar's race in the BMW Performance 200.
So Oskar, you've just been out in free practice and that session went exactly to plan.
Yeah, it went really good. Now we had the chance to really push the car, feel the limits. Before, just try to get comfortable with the car, but now it feels really good. I think I cut 5 seconds, so it's really, really good. Almost down to Dylan's pace, so if we can cut a couple of tenths into the qualifying, it should be all good.
3, 2, 1, turn in, car on board, driver out.
Gaining time on track is vital, but gaining time in the pit lane is equally as vital. That's where time can be lost, and practicing driver changes is exactly what Oskar Krüger needs to do, as well as listening to the team all prior to qualifying. So we ride on board the number 62 Sunoco Camaro around that 31-degree banking. Oskar Krüger on board, looking to try and qualify the car as high up as he possibly can. Speed through the bus stop chicane, but in a 15-minute qualifying session, you've got to set the time early.
Oskar, you've just finished qualifying. You were hoping to get a sub 2-minute lap. You did exactly that.
Yeah, it went really good, a 59.1 I believe, so yeah, really pleased with that. Just needs to cut off a couple of tenths now in the car, so we've done a great improvement this day, and it feels really good for the race tomorrow.
Well, in a few moments' time, the Daytona Prototype cars will head to the circuit for their qualifying session for the Rolex 24 at Daytona, and Max Papis will be looking to try and put the car, if he can, on pole position. Max Papis, 9th in qualifying. There's a smile on your face as you came out of the car. You must be pleased.
Yeah, I mean, we had definitely a little bit more speed. I had more speed in me. The last lap, going to the checkered, we definitely had the speed to, to go where I wanted to be. That was going to be between 5th and 7th. But so far it's not bad. I haven't been doing qualifying in these cars for like 5-6 years, and I drove it too much like an old lady for the first 4 laps, and I pushed it okay in the last 2. Like, it's a fine balance with these cars on sliding it and going slow, and sliding and going fast. And I think I've found the speed when it counted, but we couldn't finish the lap because you need fuel sample, to get to basically to be legal. But good satisfaction. We're working good. Car is fast. That's what most important things. Car is fast and comfortable.
Fast and comfortable. So you must be looking forward to the Rolex 24.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
All the best. Well, the tension's beginning to build here in the pit lane, and in a few moments' time, Dylan Murcott and Oskar Krüger will take to the circuit for the start of the Continental Tires Sports Car Challenge. The number 62 Mitcham Motorsport run Sunoco Camaro qualified in 16th position. Let's see how they get on in the race.
The green flag is being waved, and we are racing, and the front of the field is very tight indeed. Scott Maxwell loses braking incredibly late. Hugh Plum on the outside had Andrew Davis for company, and I think Davis has gone through into 2nd position. It was very tight indeed. Austin Cindric holding on there in 4th position.
The Sunoco Camaro made a flying start in the race with Sunoco 200 Challenge winner Oskar Krüger at the wheel. Here he's fighting with a newer spec Chevrolet Camaro. Impressive work. The battle between the newer spec Camaro carried on for lap after lap after lap, with Oskar pushing the car as hard as he possibly could, both on the infield section and on the 31-degree banking.
In the Sunoco car?
Yeah, he's in the Sunoco.
Did you talk to anybody about him?
19 years old, won the ride for
had never driven an H-pattern gearbox or a race car with a
Unfortunately, mid-stint, we saw the Sunoco Camaro come to a stop on track. It was towed back to the garage. It had thrown a belt, which had ultimately caused the engine to overheat. Thankfully, though, Oskar had parked the car before it had caused any permanent damage. Replacement of the belt, topping up of coolant, and the car was back out on track despite being 8 laps down.
Track right, and you're going to pass any ST cars in front of you. If you're behind a GS car, follow him through, but you're going to circulate around the entire ST field and pack up to all the other GS cars. Good job. Green, green, green. We can still continue our objective of learning and improving, okay? I don't want you to fight too hard for any positions because we're so far back, but I don't want you to stop driving and stop progressing, okay? Let's continue to learn and continue to improve.
Hinman, that's a bit off of turn 5. I wonder if Hinman just didn't get his tyres cleaned off here for this restart and was struggling for grip here in the first couple of corners. It is go time, 41 minutes on the...
3, 2, turn it now. Turn, slow down. Center the board, center the car. Good job.
Sonny wasn't to be. We've just seen the number 62 Chevrolet Camaro push down the pit lane into retirement.
Yes, unfortunately we lost the transmission, and it's really disappointing because we were so close to the end of the race. We'd moved up several spots. We'd recovered from losing the belt early on in the race with Oskar. Both drivers did an excellent job. We had a fast car. We had fast laps towards the very end, and then to have this happen's tough, but that's racing.
Well, that concludes all of the action here at Daytona for the Continental Tires Sports Car Challenge. Wasn't to be for the number 62 Sunoco Camaro. Oskar Krüger and Dylan Murcott ultimately retiring with just 20 minutes of the race to go. Loads goes on off track here at Daytona at the Rolex 24. The cars might need fuel, but so do the race fans. Hundreds and thousands of them flock to this annual event with refreshment stalls, loads of merchandise, lots of off-track activities, driver signing sessions as well as the race itself. There's plenty for all race fans. Osnegri, you qualified the car on pole position, a fabulous achievement.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a good lap. I connected all the dots, and you know, obviously I could not have done it by myself. I had a great group of Mike Schenk racing engineers behind me, great set of Continental tires, and Honda HPD engine pushing that Ligier chassis, and I just pedaled it to the limit.
Brendan Hartley back here at the Rolex 24, not your first visit. The car qualified 8th.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good. I'm teamed up with Rubens Barrichello, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Scott Meyer and Tor Graves. So I think we've got a pretty good lineup. Extremely fast at the front, as we know, so the times are close. And the final practice session yesterday, we finished up 4th, so we look like we're heading in the right direction.
It looks like you're quite familiar with the Sunoco Challenge because you raced with Ivan Bellarosa a few years ago, and you're good mates with Phil Keane, this year's winner. Yeah,
I think it's awesome. You know that you're giving these drivers an opportunity to come over here and race, and they deserve winners, you know. And I know Phil very well. Amazingly talented driver, kind of an unknown in a lot of respects, like I was when I first came here, and I think he's going to surprise a few people. But in any case, it's fantastic that you're bringing in, let's say, almost an unknown driver over here and showing them what they can do, because there's some talented guys out there that are just yet to be found in America.
A man who needs no introduction at all, Rubens Barrichello. You qualified the car 8th quickest, the BMW Riley.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful journey up to now. A little late because we still had to sort all the problems of the car. We didn't have the practice before quali, so I had no idea how the car would react on stickers, but at the end of the day, 8th, you know, long race and everything, so it's all looking good.
Well, the build-up to the race is underway, and the number 31 Whelen car is on the apron to the circuit. In a few moments' time, the car will make its way down the pit lane, where the drivers will be officially introduced to this enormous crowd here at Daytona.
It's that time. Please welcome today's Grand Marshal, legendary German sports car and Formula One driver, Jochen Mass, for those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, please start your engines.
So we're to the inside of the brake zone, so you've got to be really aware that
Well, the waiting is over. The 2015 Rolex 24-hour is on its first of 2 warming up laps, and in a few moments' time, the twice round-the-clock race will get underway.